Hi there, good morning. Well, welcome. It is lovely to know that you are listening in this morning. Thank you for joining me. Well, I love Moses in the Bible. He was an ordinary man just like you and I. And look what he says to God in Exodus chapter 32, verse 13. Remember your servants Abraham, Isaac, and Israel. Remember the promise that you made to them. You said, I will give you as many children and grandchildren as there are stars in the sky. I have promised to give this whole country to them, and it will be their country for all the time. Here we see that Moses reminds God of his promises that he made to Abraham and to Isaac. You know, what promises maybe are you believing God for in your life, even in today? You know, the way that you and I, the way that we remind God is by speaking and declaring his word right back to him. Maybe you believe in God for the salvation of a family member or a loved one. Well, listen to this amazing promise from God in Ephesians chapter 2, verse 8 in the Amplified. It says, for it is by grace, God's remarkable compassion and favor drawing you to Christ, that you have been saved, actually delivered from judgment and given eternal life. Wow. Through faith. And this salvation is not of yourselves, not through your own effort, but it is the undeserved gracious gift of God. That is the promise that we can hold on to, that we can pray into concerning our family members and friends. Maybe today in your life you are believing God for healing. Well, the Bible is full of scriptures of that God is our healer and what God has already done on the cross for you and for me in regard to healing. But in Mark chapter 5, verse 29, the beginning bit, it says, as soon as she touched Jesus's coat, the blood stopped. Her body felt better and she knew that she was well again. I love that. You know, all this woman had to do who had an issue of blood, she had to just touch Jesus and she knew that she was made well. She knew that she was made whole again. You know, maybe you believe in God for a financial breakthrough in your life. God's promises are also, there are many of God's promises in this area. But in Luke chapter 6, verse 38, it says, give to other people and God will give to you. He will give to you even more than you give. That's what the beginning bit of that verse says. Lastly, I just want to read to you this awesome verse in Psalms 119 and it's verse 49 and 50. It's in the Passion and I just love the way this verse stands out. It says, Lord, never forget the promises you've made to me, for they are my hope and they are my confidence. In all of my affliction, I find great comfort in your promises, for they have kept me alive. I love that. You know, God is wanting you and I to remind him of all that he has promised us, what he has promised us in his word, because it stirs up. You know, when we speak out and we remind God of all that he's promised us, it stirs up hope on the inside of us. And even in the storms that we face, the difficult times that we face, his promises that he gives us, all those promises, they give us great comfort. So that is my prayer for you today, that you would remind God today of all that he has promised you for today in your life, anything that you have need of, and have a blessed day today. God bless. Bye-bye.